guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's look, we're going to be doing this really pretty green smoky eye. It has a really cut edge and I use translucent powder to achieve it. It's the Mercier translucent powder and a really pretty green lid. I stopped halfway through with the green and it's a cut crease. I hope you guys enjoy. Please subscribe. Love you. Okay, first we're gonna go in with the Just My Look palette from Colourpop. I'm so excited. This is one of my favorite palettes of, I think, all time because it is all green tones. I absolutely love green. It is my favorite color. I'm gonna actually bring you a little closer so you can see the beauty of this. And let's get started. We're gonna do a really cut look today, kind of like the look that I did yesterday, except this is gonna be greens. So I'm gonna use translucent powder out here to really make it sharp because I did my face first. So let's prime my lid with the Behind the Scenes Eyeshadow Primary from Lorac. So now I'm going to set my lid with the JH07 brush and a little bit of Mercier translucent powder. So we don't have a tacky base, because even though sometimes it's good to have a tacky base, I prefer not to. It's just easier to blend out the shadows that way. So now we're gonna go in with the JH36 and this shade right here called Kiss My Ass. But first I'm actually gonna take the JH10, more of the Mercier translucent powder. I'm gonna tap some off into the lid and I'm gonna create a line on the outside for in the shape that I want my shadow to be. And I'm not going too close to my lash line because I want to be able to connect the two. Yeah. If you don't like this trick, tape works just fine. Just saying. It does the same thing. Alright, so now I'm going to take the brush that I mentioned before and Kiss My Ass and start in with my transition. Such a pretty color. Love me a good green. And you can go right over the translucent powder too. And if you get a little too messy and remove the translucent powder, you can just go in again and add some more. Yeah. Don't be shy. All right. Now I'm going to take a smaller, more precise brush, the JH37, it looks like this, and I'm going to take, I think I'm going to take a shade from the James Charles palette, just because I want another green. So I'm going to take this shade right over here, just to add to that, which is fine. You can bounce from palette to palette. I do that sometimes. So I think I do that quite a bit on this channel, but you know, you gotta do what you gotta do, right? Okay. Now, I'm going to add more translucent powder because I kind of rubbed it away, which is fine. Okay, now I'm going to take a mixture of this color right over here in the James Charles palette and Act Natural from the Colourpop Just My Luck palette on this brush right here. It's the JH40. So I'm just going to mix those two together just to get the shade that I want. Okay. Do the same thing on the other eye, just to keep everything even. Alright, so now that we have that base laid down, or now that it looks like this rather, I'm going to take more of this shade right over here. And I'm going to blend up here. On top of the point. Like that. And you can go back as many times as you want to darken the bottom green, which I will probably do a ton because I like my greens vibrant. As vibrant as I can get them because I am definitely a green person. Okay, I'm going to take my flat definer brush and a little bit of the greens mixed together, the darker ones. Okay, and I'm just going to go against it just enough, just to extend the point like that. Because I really want it like really sharp, but kind of blended at the same time, if I'm making sense. I might not be, that's okay. I've been told I don't make sense. Okay. Just trying to make it as sharp as possible with the translucent powder. Alright. And now I'm going to again take the brush with my light green on it. And then, yeah, and blend, 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 blend. All right. Okay, so now that I have that, now it's time to cut my crease because I want this to be sharp. I'm actually gonna blend out the harsh line a little bit. Perfect. So now I'm going to take my JH41 and I'm going to cut my crease with it. I'm pretty sure I've said this in the last 2 videos, but if you're not comfortable with cutting your crease, you don't have to do what you feel comfortable with. I'm just trying to teach you how to do it. So you you pat on the concealer, and then I'm gonna actually clean up the sides of my eyes first. My bad. All right. See? Voila. All right. So you're going to draw it on, or tap it on, and draw it on to where you want the concealer to end. And then if you can tap it out with your fingers when you feel you have enough, and then you can add more. That makes sense. So I pat it on with the brush and then I tap it out when I have the concealer placed where I want it. And then your cut crease will look like that. So you're going to do the same thing with the other eye. Some people put it down and then look up. I don't do that. I prefer to do it the way that I'm doing it right now, but do what you will. And some people just don't even use their fingers at all, but this is the way that I find is easiest for me. Okay, so now we are going to set our lids with the white shade from the James Charles palette. You can use any white. The one from the Lorac, the original Lorac palette is amazing. Actually, I want to use that one. I'm going to use that one because I really like that one. So I'm going to use the white from the original Lorac palette because that one is white. So I'm going to use this one right over here. And I'm going to use this brush, the JH42. Looks like this. It's very small and petite. But this white is white and I love it. So yeah, you can use any white. There's just not a white in the Just My Look palette and I want a white. So if you got a little messy with your cut crease, do not worry. We are going to go back in with the greens. I love a good white. So now we're going to go in with this tiny brush, wipe off the excess. Actually, no, I don't want to do that. I want to take this brush right here. It's called the JH39. Ensure it's all nice and clean. And we're going to take the, not that palette, the James Charles palette. And the bright green shade. And we're going to clean up our smoky eye, or our cut crease rather, because you want to be able to see that green, so you're going to clean it up. This shade is much loved and much used, let's just put it like that. I use it very much. Alright, so it's going to look something like that, or exactly like that. And now I'm going to take some of the dark green mixed with Act Natural on the same brush and just put it on the edge, like right here, on both eyes. Alright, like that. Yeah, alright. So I'm going to go in with two different shades. First, it's going to be Mary Jane. And just pat it on. Okay, so I think I'm going to go in with this shade right over here from the Morphe Jeffree Star palette. It's called Millions. And it is glittery, very glittery, and just tap onto Muted. I'm covered in glitter. That is okay though. So I'm actually going to take this tiny brush and just clean up the glitter that I don't want there, because I don't want glitter on right on top of this green right here. But because it's like chunky glitter, I can get it off. And I'm going to take a different glitter. And I'm going to take the Urban Decay glitter liner in Midnight Cowboy. Yeah, so I'm gonna make this really glittery. Because who doesn't love a good glitter? I sure as hell do. Okay, so those are our eyes. So now we are going to do our lower lash line. Okay, so I'm going to take the James Charles palette again and the Just My Luck palette and take the JH43. First I want some white in my inner rim, so I'm going to do that first. Alright, so because now I'm gonna do my lower lash line. Well, I just started with that. Alright, so Act Natural mixed with that dark green from the James Charles palette now goes as close to my lashes as possible. Okay, then I'm gonna take this shade, this brush, it's the JH40 again, with Kiss My Ass, and I'm gonna blend it out. But I need more of this because my birthmark stopped me from being able to put it there. There, very well. Alright, so I'm going to blend it out one more time with Kiss My Ass. Alright, there we go. I'm going to kind of blend it up into this sharp edge right here. Just to connect the two. I'm going to be as cohesive as possible. Alright, and then I'm going to take the lighter green and make them look as one. So I want the lighter green to really be down there. Oh, goddamn. Alright, so now it's time for mascara. So I'm gonna go in with Champagne Pop. I love this. Sorry I'm blinding you, but yeah. Jaclyn Hill made this highlight with Becca, and I'm in love. I've loved it for so long. I hit pan, as you can see, and I plan on getting another one. And I want to try Prosecco Pop. I said I was gonna highlight my inner corner of my brow bone, didn't I? Well, I got too excited and decided to just highlight my whole face. So that's what I'm doing. Oh god, that glow is too much. I want to try her new highlights so bad, but they expensive. But I'm gonna get them anyway. But this glow is popping. Yeah, I'm gonna get them anyway. I really want to try the ones that are like finely milled and you can put all over your face. I want to try a darker shade and like brush it over my bronzer. And then obviously like the lighter ones to make me like dewy. Because even though I have combination skin, I still like to glow, which is kind of stupid, especially since I put highlight on my forehead, but I still like to glow. So yeah. So I'm gonna highlight my brow bone and inner corner now with Champagne Pop because, yes please. Okay. Okay. I'm just gonna tap up my highlight a little bit, just so it's not too intense, even though I've had worse highlights. Not worse highlights, but like more intense highlights on my face. Alright, so now that I balanced out my highlight a little bit, keep that on my desk because I use it a lot. Oh, okay. I was like, I knew I had more contour colors in this. Oh my gosh, have you guys used this? This is so good. It's a Wet n Wild loose highlight and I'm so lit. Look at this shade. Oh my god. Look at this. Look at that. Oh my god, shit, I'm the worst swatcher ever, but like, look. Look at that glow. Holy shit. You need it if you don't have it. And it's not expensive. Okay. Do I need anything else besides lipstick? I'm going to spray my face with the Rose Glow Mist from Pixi. Ooh, that's nice. Okay, now I'm going to apply my lipstick. I'm going to go in with Creme, Cookie from Colourpop and I guess Creme Brulee from NYX. So this is a really pretty combination. And by the way, since my face was already done, I'm just going to tell you what I have on my face. So I have on the Wet n Wild Photofocus foundation in the shade Shell Ivory, mixed in with the Too Faced Born This Way in the shade Cloud, with the Colourpop No Filter Concealer in the shade Fair 04. I set my concealer a little differently today. I set it with the Mercier translucent powder. Then I set my whole face with the Fit Me powder in the shade Porcelain. And I have the Hamptons Weakener palette as my contour. The Hoola bronzer as my bronzer, obviously. And then the Clinique the Clinique Melon Pop. I had the Clinique Melon Pop blush on, and then you saw the rest. Okay. Oh god, I love Colourpop's lippy sticks. They're so pretty. actually, instead of this, I'm gonna put Baddest Beige on top to give it a different color, or to get a different look. Okay, ooh, yes.